coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Boy, I appreciate the support. Big love, man, to everybody out there who follow me, man, who follow this movement. Salute, salute, salute. Man, TBP Nation, stand up. Make sure you check your subscription. People are unsubscribing people, man, without their knowledge. So make sure you check your subscription so we can keep this thing rolling. They trying to stop this positive train, but they cannot stop it because we built for this and we onward and upward. Ever forward, never backward. Let's go. TBP Nation, stand up, salute. Listen, man. Listen. Shout out to the morning mud, man. If you don't be in the morning mud, man, shame on you, blame on you. Come on, get up in that morning mud, man. We be chopping it up in there, and there be a lot of things to be said in there that make me remember videos. So it was a dude in there this morning, and he was talking about how a lot of these dudes would be on the internet and act like they ain't never, you know, did this or did that or took no L's or took no bumps and bruises while they was in prison. Well, you know, life is life, man. That's what it is. If you were in prison, and especially if you were in there for a long period of time, the longer you in there, the more chances it is of you, ended up taking an L. And the main thing is hope you don't take one that just take you all the way out to the upper room. But it just be like that. But if you say you ain't got no bumps, no bruises, no scars, no injuries, I can understand why it's hard for people to believe, but it is what it is. But people's definition of an L is maybe different than other people's definition of an L. You dig? I feel like if you prevail in the end, or you, especially if you survive, then that's a W, because people die in prison. People don't take that in consideration, man. People die in prison, bro. People get killed in prison. People kill themselves in prison because of the pressure that they under 24/7, 365. No breaks, no cuts, no timeouts. So, with that being said, I'm going to give y'all this story right here, right? And I ain't never told this story on the internet. But it don't faze me because it is what it is. And probably somebody out there know it anyway because, they probably was in prison, in jail with me or something and got out. But I can remember I told y'all when I was in the jail, man. I was rumbling in the jail, man, like my mind was going bad. Not by choice, but by force. Because, like I say, the ish going to come at you. You just going to have to deal with it. So, I can remember I was in this block. And I moved in the block. So, when you move in the block, matter of fact, when I moved in the block, I was the last man in the block. Somebody had left out, I had came in. So, all these other dudes had already been in the block for a while. So, I guess they know each other. They got their own little camaraderie or whatever you want to call it. I'm the outside guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the small guy. In the jail, I'm $150, $155 at the most. You dig? But I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I ain't bothering nobody. I ain't pushing nothing at nobody. I ain't doing nothing. But I'm doing me. But one thing I had to have when I was in there that was undeniable. I got to get it. I'm going to use that phone. I'm going to use that phone. I ain't been locked up before. This is my first time. I got a new wife. I'm calling. I got to use that phone. So every time I got a chance, I'm jumping on this phone. Right? So you had maybe in this block, maybe it was like 2 white guys. The rest of them was black guys, young guys. One dude might have been probably about in his 40s or something like that. The rest of them was youngins like me. So I'm on the phone so much and using the phone every chance I get, and I hang up and I call back. And I'm talking and I'll stay on that joint. And dudes be asking you, I'll be like, all right. And then I get off, but I get off when I'm finished, you know what I'm saying? But I take in consideration somebody done ask me. But if I'm in a deep conversation or I'm, caught up in what's going on, I'm trying to get my point across or trying to hear what's going on, man, I'm going to keep on clicking. And I don't know nothing about these jail rules, penitentiary rules, none of that. I don't know nothing about none of that. So I knew a couple of dudes in there 2 or 3 of them, they be hanging together, man. They whispering and man, he trying to, like, he run the phone, man. He trying to keep the phone, all that little stuff. But I don't say nothing to them. I just keep on doing what I'm doing because that's what I got to do. And, you know, they look, I look, but I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing, right? So one day I'm on the phone and I keep on clicking. I done clicked about 4 times, right? I'm clicking, keep calling back about 4 times. So dude was like, man, hey, man, somebody else trying to use the phone too, right? I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm going to get off in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what you always say. But, you know, yeah, people got to use the phone too. So I'm like, hey, man, all right. I said I'm going to get off, dog. Hey, you don't tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, all right, whatever then. You know what I'm saying? Then the other dude like, yeah, man, you are. And then I see they churching up, right? So I'm like, boom, man, let me get off this phone. What's that? I call you, man. You know what I'm saying? I get off the phone. I'm like, man, what's happening, man? They're like, man, what's up, man? You keep on using the phone, dude. I said, do you got to use it? So he said, don't matter. If I had to use it, I'm going to use it. I said, you ain't going to use it if I'm on it. He said, man, you ain't built like that. I said, yeah, all right, okay. I'm right here. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So he looking at me, I'm looking at him. His little partner's all right there and everything. I said, man, you can kill all that, man. All that trying to shake me up. You barking up the wrong tree. He said, all right, keep on running your mouth. I said, man, I say what I want when I want, man. What's happening? You know, because I'm ready to get it in right here. You don't need to keep on talking about this, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to use that phone. You can talk till your mouth catch on fire. I'm going to use that phone. If it's on there, that wall, I'm going to use it. You know what I'm saying? So he barked a little bit, I barked a little bit. I said, man, you ain't talking about nothing. I go in the cell, right? But when I go in the cell, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready for him. Whatever he want to do. He get to popping off later. I'm already considering in my mind just, you know what I'm saying, go ahead on, pop him in the mouth and get it over with. Let these jokers know I ain't doing no playing. He won't no real big dude. I'm a little dude, but he ain't no real big dude neither. He probably like 5'9", you know, probably about $160, $170. I ain't fighting at you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. But to be honest with you, I'm looking at it too like I ain't trying to go get put in the block in the cell hole again, because by now I done been fighting. I done been moved 2 or 3 times. I ain't trying to go get put in the box because you can't use the phone like that. And at this time in the jail, anybody who ever getting locked up first time, I don't know if you're second, third, fourth. I ain't never had them opportunities. You know what I'm saying? I was one and done. So I know dudes be want to use that phone, man. Dudes want to talk to their girl. Dudes want to talk to their family. Dudes trying to find out what's going on, what the lawyer talking about. You want to do all of that stuff, so you stuck. So, I ain't trying to answer to y'all, man. I got to answer to these police. I'm going to use this phone unless somebody can stop me. So, the next day come, he don't say nothing. He just walking around mean mugging. I see him with his little buddies. They whispering and whatever. I don't care nothing about that. So, the next day, I do my same routine. I keep on using the phone. I use the phone in the morning. I use the phone in the evening. I use the phone before we lock up. I'm staying on that joint. Right? Because there ain't nothing else going on. We in the jail, dog. This is my first time, man. What we doing? We looking at TV, trying to play some tonk, trying to play some gin rummy. You know what I'm saying, man? I ain't nobody got time for that, man. I want to get out. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to my girl. So, boom. So, that evening come. I've been using the phone all most of the morning and everything. So, that evening come, right? So, in the jail, you use a bathroom or something, man. If the doors is open, you just put your little cut up, right? So I put the little cut up. I gotta use the bathroom, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm using the bathroom. I'm taking, you know what I'm saying, the number 2. I'm driving the ball, you dig? So I'm in there using the bathroom. At this point in time, you gotta think, like I say, I'm green. I don't know all the rules. I should have got my door closed, but I just put the curtain up. So I'm using the bathroom, and soon as I'm getting ready to get finished, so I you know what I'm saying, I wipe myself and get ready to get up. As I go to stand up, whoosh, curtain come open. 2 Bammers run up in there. They done took the soap, you know what I'm saying, and I just talked about soap the other day. They done took the soap and got the soap, you know, tied up in socks, but I don't know what it is because I ain't been through this before. So, boom, as I'm going around, turning around, trying to flush the joint, and got my pants halfway up and everything. Man, them jokers running there with them soaps in their lock and start clucking me. Yaka, yaka, yaka. So I don't know what the season going on. So I just started swinging. But they popping me though. They popping me. I can feel this junk. So So I'm like, oh man, so I grab, so I latch on to one, I grab him. The other dude, he clucking me. So I'm trying to drive him out the cell. So I drive him straight out the cell. So as we come out the cell, in front of my cell is the bench on the connected to the bars, and outside the bars with TV. So I drive him to the bench right there. Boom. So his back hit the joint, and I'm trying to hold on to him. He can't cluck me no more because I'm lashed on to him. But old boy hit me in the back of the head, in the back. Yaka, yaka. It's funny now, but I promise you it won't funny then, because that joint was hurting, bro. That joint was hurting bad. It was hurting so bad, I'm trying to manhandle him to turn him around so I could get away from, you know what I'm saying, the pain. You know what I'm saying? I could feel like my head, like I got a headache, like I'm like seeing stars, man. When people say you see stars, I understand what that means. Like you seeing stars. But I had that happen to me before in boxing, dude. They hit me so hard, man. It's like it was 4 or 5 of them jokers. So anyway, so I try to roll him over. As I'm rolling him over, I'm tussling with him, right? So I shove off as hard as I can and push him in the dude. And when I push him in the dude back up, they both hit the back of the boss. Then you got 4 or 5 other bammers in here. Them jokers just looking. They don't try to help a brother. They don't try to do nothing. I ain't tripping because I don't know they don't know me, but still though, bro. I mean, it's just like, come on, bro. You see dudes jumping me and everything, but they don't do nothing. It's a coward. I want to, say the other word, coward. But anyway, so I push him against the boss. So when I push him against the boss, I'm still kind of dazed. So when I push him and then both of them bounce off, then I hit him. Boom, boom, boom. Drop him. Boom, he hit the ground. Boom. When he hit the ground, the other dude, he in mid swing, and I just charged like this. I'm trying to stop the joint, man, because I already feel the knots and the bumps. So I feel like I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I trying to stop that. I'm trying to stop this whatever it is. It's clucking me. At the time, I don't know what it is, but I know it hurt. So I try to grab him and everything, push him up against the bars. I'm holding his arm that he got the clucker with, and I'm tussling with him. And the Bama get up off the ground, man, and just hit me with the jump, grab me. So boom, we all 3 fall in on the ground, and we tussling. I'm just trying to hold this dude to keep from hitting me, right? So as I'm trying to hold him, and all this noise, and the police come running around, and you can hear the keys and the jingling, they coming. And I ain't gonna tell you no lie, bro. I'm so happy. Oh, bro, I'm happy so what? I'm tired, I'm hurt, and these Bammers is down on me, man. I'm talking about they down on me, bro. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? They came for business. You know what I'm saying? So they like, boom, everybody get in your cell. They bust the door. They come running all up in there. We still on the ground tussling. They get in there. They separate us all up, man, trying to, rough us up all more. I'm already, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? They trying to rough us all up, get us all out there, take each, I didn't go to the hole. I guess they take them to another little hole, put me in the cell zone. Ask them, do I need to see medical? They bring the nurses around there. Hey, look, man. Hey, look, man. Man, I can rub on my head like this, bro, and all in the back of my head, and it just feel like I'm rubbing on knots. I got red marks on my face. I got red marks on my arm. I can't see my back, but the nurse say you got red marks all over your back. Bro, they was clucking me with that soap in a sock. I had no idea how hard soap was, but I know. And they was clucking me with the joint, man, all over that phone. You know what I'm saying? All over that phone. Nah, yeah, I got a couple shots in. Woo. I couldn't get them jokers like I wanted to. And I'm telling you right now, I vowed to myself, if I know what both of them jokers look like to this day. I vowed to myself, if I ever run across these Bammers in the penitentiary, oh Lord, I might not have never even came home, man. Bro. I ain't lying to you, bro. Man, you know how long I had knots on my head, bro. You know how long I ain't no, you know what I'm saying? You know I'm pecan tan. I ain't no light skinned joker though, but I'm talking about I got red marks on, man. I go to the visit, right? So my people come see me. I go to visit, man. I see my wife. She started crying. She said, "What happened to you? What ain't good?" I said, "I'm good. I'm alright. That's how, messed up I was from them soaps. Man, that stuff hurt, bro. They was clucking me, man. They had me down. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I don't know. I don't know how y'all look at it. You might look at it like it was an L to me. I don't look at it like it was an L. I survived. You know what I'm saying? Against 2 Bama's. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of shots in. I got out of the cell. They ain't do me like they wanted to do me. I'm quite sure they meant to leave me laying up in that cell, unconscious, maybe even, in the upper room. I don't know. But it ain't work out that way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't work out that way. But, like I said, those type of things is going to happen. That's just a part of doing time, man. You going to have to get it in. You ain't going to go unscathed through that joint. I don't know who going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you go unscathed with dudes, you still the police. You gonna have to deal with the police. If you're a man, if you standing on your own and you not letting them do what they want to do to you, talk to you the way they want to talk to you, handle you the way they want to handle you, they gonna try to impose their will on you. You gonna have to push back. That gonna come with some physicality. That's going to come with some bumps and bruises. That's going to come with some, some laying in the cell and healing up. That's just how it goes. That's just how the penitentiary is, bro. It's just the penitentiary, the jails. That's how it is. I'm assuming all across America, but at least that's how it's been from my experience, man. It just come with it, man. I couldn't even never see them Bammers no more. I seen the Bama one day when I was going to a visit. And I go by their cell block, and the Bama was standing on the bars as I walked by. I seen him, and I called him, the B word or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He hollered the same thing, woo, like he done really did something. I ain't never see the other one, but had I ever saw any one of them jokers during my time, I wouldn't care if it was my first day, the mid sentence, or my last day going home. Or they'd have got what they had coming to them. You know what I'm saying? They'd have got what they had coming to them, because I feel personally anyway, when you jump a joker, you's a coward. You know what I'm saying? You's a coward. I'd have fought both of them one at a time. I'd have fought all of them in the block one at a time. If that's what they wanted to do, if that's what they feel like they had to do to keep me from using that phone, I'm gonna use the phone. And when I got out the hole, that's my good word, I went right in another block and started doing the same thing. Yeah, same thing. You gonna change my routine. You not gonna impose your will on me, because I'm not gonna allow it. You know what I'm saying? Why would I put your agenda ahead of my agenda? You trying to do what you want to do. I'm trying to do what I want to do. But what I'm trying to do ain't got nothing to do with you, unless you make it your business. You know what I'm saying? I guess they made it their business. But I feel like they was too coward to confront me one-on-one. I didn't even have words with number one dude, but I already peeped he with 2 other dudes. I guess the third dude said, well, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't need me. You know what I'm saying? So all of that to me, though, ain't nothing but learning experience. I learned never to use that bathroom in there again with that door open. I learned that. That was a valuable lesson, because if I would have had the door closed, they couldn't have ran in there like that. Any other time, I would have been up, setting up or something, or I would have been probably even more prepared, you know what I'm saying? But, you fighting 2 jokers, they ain't trying to pull your pants up. You trying to pull your pants up, and you trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep from getting clucked with all this locks in the sock or soaps in the sock. Hey, man, hey, it is what it is, man. But, those are the little things, man, and that's in the beginning. Bro, this ain't even in the penitentiary. This before I even got to the penitentiary. And I had more incidents in the jail because same thing. I just was going to do what I wanted to do, but I didn't feel like I was bothering nobody. I won't, pushing nothing to nobody. I won't, you know what I'm saying? It's just that I was doing what I felt like I wanted to do or needed to do, and other people were going to feel like you in their way. You stopping them from doing what they want to do. So my philosophy is, why am I going to bend my will so you can have yours? Nah, man, we gonna fight, we gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? We gonna fight, we gonna fight. And I ain't know nothing about pushing no Bethlehem or nothing like that up in there. I mean, I had a couple jokers try to, try to stab jokers and stab me with the ink pens or pencils or something. But I ain't know nothing about the Bethlehem. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think nobody in the jail had named one of them, because if you got one of them in the jail and you trying to stab somebody, you all must already got your time. Because you, if you don't, you ain't leaving. You going right back over there to that courtroom and get some more time. So that's why I think it ain't really like that in the jail. But as far as jumping jokers and hitting jokers with some, or busting dudes in the head and all that, all that's going on in the jail. Stomping you out, you know, them dudes is known for, you know, double banking, triple banking, 4-time, 5-time banking dudes. So you just gotta be prepared, man, to do what you gotta do, man. But yeah, man, when I say I stand by that, man, it ain't nobody in the penitentiary ain't had no losses, because you done had some losses one way or another. It just all depends on what you count as a loss. You know what I'm saying? But the big loss is you lost your freedom. And from that point on, you losing every day until you can get it back. And if you're lucky enough to get through this ordeal, this situation called prison or jail, then you lucky and you get out, man. But, you know, a lot of people ain't even make it to that point, man. So I feel blessed every day. Whatever happened in between, I survived it, and it is what it is, man. And hopefully it's a lesson for somebody else that they ain't got to go through it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the longer you stay in there, the less your chances is of surviving. And that's just a fact, because it's a prison experience. And each and every day you're getting older. And as you're going to get older, you're going to get slower, you're going to get less sharper. And you got youngins coming in every day. So it's just dangerous, period, point blank. But anyway, man, y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Big love to y'all, TBP Nation, man. We out here. Man, we can't stop, won't stop. Make sure you check your subscription, man. Big love to all my subscribers, man. Big love to all my members. Membership videos coming as well. It's my birthday weekend, man. I'm out here, man. Get ready to turn the big 25. You dig? Let's go. Let's get it. Salute y'all. Be safe. Be smart. Make good decisions, man. And duck them hooks, man. We out here, baby. And don't go to prison. Don't go to jail. If you don't do that, to me, if you 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, you ain't never been to jail, you ain't never been to prison, in my eyes, you're a superhero.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.